Okay, kids. I'm on a little bit earlier than I was expecting to be on, just by a few minutes, but for me, that's big. um, just wanted to get started on the iStencil sale. Gonna let, if you're watching the YouTube recording, you can scoot ahead till we get into this. When I get my live chatters in the box and when Joan Smithy joins me in chat, because this is Joan's new designs that we're going to go over tonight. She has her designs on iStencils.com. They're under my name heading, but then under my heading, you'll see Joan's heading. And she's got, I don't know, 22, I think, new designs. But here are the details of the sale. It's at iStencils.com. And there she is, first one to chat. Hi, Joan. I know it's late for you. iStencils.com. The sale runs from today through Sunday, March 6th, 2022, in case you're looking at this in 5 years, at midnight Eastern. The coupon code is Joan25. You get 25% off the entire site, which are well over 4,000 designs now. If you order $50, you get this free stencil, which is the same size as all Joan stencils, the A4 size. That's the free stencil. And if you're in the US for the $50 order, you also get free domestic shipping. Hi, Susan. So I'm on a few minutes early, guys, so I'm going to give it a couple more minutes before we take off and start showing the designs, so we can just chat amongst ourselves while it's just the three of us here. I got a new brayer to go with my new bigger plate so I can get it done quicker. Hey, Jan. Hey, Judy. Welcome, welcome. So the coupon, as you can see, is Joan25 for 25% off. I'm going to show all her new designs and play for a little bit. Hey, Beth, how you doing? That's my childhood neighbor. Hi, Phil. Welcome. I'm on a few minutes earlier than what I originally said, so I was hoping that gets the notification out sooner, because a lot of people aren't getting notified. Jane Doe. So mysterious. Hello, my dear. I'm right behind you, Beth. I'll be 65 next month. So maybe another year. I don't know. We'll see. So I'll give it another minute here, and then we'll get going, because then it'll be 6:30. I know. Where have you been, Phil? It's good to see you in chat. Just in time for Joan's new designs of stencils. That's the question. Then what? I don't get a pension like most people don't get anymore. Hey, Dee Dee. Yes, Joan stencils. So we'll see when I'm full Social Security age. That's 66 and a half. So we'll see. Our financial guy says we could both go tomorrow and be fine, but ooh, that makes me nervous. All right, it's 6:30 officially. So let's get going so I can show you guys what's going on here. And Joan's on with us, the artiste that designed all of these goodies I'm going to show you. You can find Joan stencils. Most of you probably know this, but if you go to iStencils.com and look under my heading for Patti Tolley Parrish, you'll find Joan has a subheading under mine, and you'll find all of her stencils there, and usually the newer designs are top of the list. So here's the code Joan25, 25% off the entire site. That's over 4,000 designs. Free stencil. Yeah, you get this free stencil if your order is $50 or more. And if you're in the US, that same order of $50 will get you free domestic shipping. Now, there are some issues with international shipping, as some of you may know. And unfortunately, she gave me a list. Unfortunately, there's a international service disruption list that Sherry sent me that she's not allowed to ship through the post office, which is absurd to both of us. But Australia and New Zealand are still on that list, which is very frustrating. The other countries that are on the list, I don't know that anybody has ever called in from any of them, but most of Europe is good. They're kind of, there's a list, but there's not many on there that I know of anybody from. So anyway, let's get started. There's the deets. This is the freebie for the $50 order, people. And it's the same size as all of Joan's stencils, which is A4. You know, she's across the pond, so she likes that A4 stuff. Hey, Z. Hello. There's got the, why did Siri pop up on my computer? Oh, Z, and I guess it thought I said Siri. I don't know, who the hell knows. Patty, you can mail to New Zealand, but not to Australia. Well, Sherry just called the post office, and I don't know if because she's a business or volume. I don't know why, but the list they printed out, Australia and New Zealand are both on this list. There and there. So I'll have to ask her about that. Okay, let me show you these one by one, then we'll play. I've already played with this one. I couldn't stand it. Do you know why I played with this one? Hello, lover. Look at the scripting kind of fonts, tribal-ish kind of thing. Oh, I'll have to ask. You know what? Let me text her right now. Hold on. Hang on. Give me a minute, because this may answer questions. Okay. All right. Let's get that going. So, hey, Linda. Who else snuck in here? I just sent a text to her, Z. Hopefully she'll see it and get back to me. But anyway, this is my favorite. One of my favorites. Where's the name of it? It's called Script. Love this. I'm going to put that one out because I know I'm going to be playing with that one. Love this one too. Any circle lovers out there? I don't know of any. Nobody likes circles. Said nobody ever. This one's called Arch Circles. I love this. I picture this like in a journal page, having like a background of this going, sweeping through the whole page in the book. That's what I see. And these, she's a little ingenious when it comes to this stuff, because look what she did, that clever little rascal. These are bookmarks called Tribal Shuffle. And you can see where they're perforated. If you get these, do not try to tear that tiny little hair-sized tab that's usually on, a couple places on each side of this. Cut it, because the stencil material is strong, and if you pull hard enough to pop that little connector there, you could very well damage your stencil. So be advised, cut that rascal. But these are so cool for ATCs. They're twice the size of an ATC. But, and cards, anything smaller. You can use them on a jelly plate no matter what size the jelly plate is. But you can't hate that, people. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Just a little. There you go. Get it up close and personal. Okay. Here's another one. This is 2 masks on one. That this one's just called Duo. And you can see where it's a mask. It's got the uneven edge to the stencil design. And this one you can see It's not squared off. Like if this was if you cut this in half, this would be considered a stencil. But when you pull these out, they're considered a mask because they don't have that the frame around it is what I'm trying to say. I'm really trying to say it, but it's not coming out. But you know what I mean. But that's really cool. Love both of those. But I can, this one just really grabs me. Unhand Me stencil. She's got like 22 new designs, I think. I forget, 20, 21, 22. Somewhere in that neighborhood. This one is in circled lattice. That kind of looks a little shamrocky to me. Maybe because we're in March. Love that. Now, as you guys see these, if you want to see me print one and play with it and show you how it works, I'll be happy to do that. Otherwise, when I get finished showing you everything, I'm just going to start playing with them. So this one's cool. Again, she's ingenious. You can see there's two different size hearts. I forget I'm zoomed in. And two different, you get four hearts this size, a blank one, so that you can print this maybe in red and then go back over it with one of these three designs and print an overlay of gold or white, whatever. And it'll be, you know, it'll be a stacked design there with the background a different color. And the same thing for these three other hearts with the smaller frame there. So she thinks these things out. I'm telling you, that's pretty cool. I think you've had one like that before, Joan, but I think, was it a circle? Now these are, this is just two separate stencils, but they're together. Jigged and swizzled. You just have to cut these apart. But see, the difference is this is a stencil because it's got the frame around it. It's going to interrupt the flow of the design when you put it on paper. It won't. And you know, any of these, you can go back and cut this frame off. This in particular, neither one of these are a stencil that would fall apart if you did that. You just have to make sure it's connected to something else to hold it in place. But again, snip these very carefully with scissors. It looks delicate, but it's not. Ask me how I know. Hey, Dot. So for all those just joining, the coupon code is Joan, Joan 25 for 25% off the entire iStencils website. This one's called Not with a K. Okay? You kind of almost get a heart vibe in there. Like each one of those looks like a heart with a circle. Oh, I think that's what she did. Look at you. Look at you, you little rascal. Is Paul there with you, Joan? Trying to find the names here. Whoops. I need to take my glasses off to see the names, and then I can't see the chat. Mesh Mix. That's cool. That'd be good for a background stencil because so much of it is open. Even though there's a lot of lines, there's a lot of that will print. Love this one. This one is called Mind's Eye. I almost see a little evil eye in there. He's sleeping. I'll try to keep it down. Keep my voice down. I really like this one. North Star Wi-Fi. I love those partial concentric circles like that. That'd be a good Papa Black stencil. Trust me. And this is cool. Even a different kind of a style here to how this is made. This one's called Optical Effect. And there are 3 masks here. You can see where it's divided. So this one little squiggle down here is a separate, you can see the seam there, right? Yeah. So you know, snip this apart with scissors, which I'll do when I go to use these. And they're still masked because they don't have that rigid frame around them. There's a design around them. Right? See still under the frame. See what I mean, Vern? I love the dots around this with the graphic square stripes, you know, vertical and horizontal lines, and then the little circles. How cute are you? Here's one for the Easter Bunny coming up. Oval overlay. They look like Easter eggs to me. Maybe it's because of the shamrocks and the headphone, you know what it is. The shamrocks, because it's March and Easter's coming. So eggs is what I see. But again, there are two different sizes. And here you can see all of these overlay into this one here. And these four fit this blank here. So you could, you know, print one in pink and overlay it with purple, your basic Easter egg colors. Throw a little yeller in there. You're off and running. Did somebody say hi to Amelia? I didn't see you. There you are. Hey, Amelia. This one's called Partitioned. That reminds me of Zentangle, kind of like how you have the thread running and you do in an open part of the thread, you do one design and the next you do another. I mean, it's not Zentangle, but that's what it reminds me of. This one's cool. This one's called Quirky. You must have been thinking of me when you named this one, Joan. Very cute little scattered about design. This one is very cool. This one's called Sectional. And it's the same kind of thing where there's different sections and different, instead of different shapes, it's just basically different angles of lines through each one. But I find stencils like this, like little pieces of them, this little track down the middle here, you know, if you just wanted to print that for a little, like for Dorothy, if you want to do a pop of black and white stripes, you could just pounce some black paint on white paper through there. Dorothy loves it when I use black and white stripes. She inspires me to use them more. This one's called Differentials 2. Don't anybody say that looks like coronavirus. That's very cool. A little Argyle action here. This is Differentials 1. That reminds me of Argyle socks. It's diamonds put together in little quads. Very cool. CB. The code to CB, if you're interested, is Joan25. And here, she must have been thinking about Valentine's Day. Here's another heart, crescent hearts, 2 different sizes. And I know there's a lot of heart lovers out there. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day for you heart lovers to love your hearts. This one is cute. This reminds me of animal print, like cheetah. And it's just called Broken. But I see animal print. Maybe it's because CB just came in, and when I think of CB, I think animal. I don't know why. Yes, Jane, they are. And this is Circles Mechanicals. This is a mix of different designs. I see some steampunk in there with some gears. This little mask pops up through there a few times. And stuff that isn't gears, like this starish design. And this is really just circles, like a sprocket or something. Very cool. I think we hit the bottom. Okay, let us unveil the jelly plate. And let's see what happens. Now, the other day, CB, little old lady. I do not think of you as a little old lady when I think of CB. I see you half hammered at the bar, chasing after the bartender. And I believe they cut you off one year. But, you know, that's just for all of us that were there. Nobody else has to know that. I made a bunch of just pretty plain backgrounds on tissue paper. Just threw some paint on these different shades and colors and some circles. Remember when we had the little circle rampage the other day? So that I could use some of these to print the stencils on instead of just printing them on plain old white paper. I don't want to get everybody bored. So anyway, I might grab from this stack to print stuff on. So feel free to throw out any request. Uh-oh, what happened? You blocked Phil? Did he go crazy or something? Uh-oh, you lost audio. Can anybody else hear me? Holy macaroni, don't tell me. The text one. My favorite. It's right here. Oh, he was real. I wonder if can he come back on? I don't know if you hit him or if you how you zapped him. Hopefully he'll try to come back on again. But he is a friend. Don't zap him. All right, let's grab a little stack of this tissuey stuff here. Oh, and you know, I got this. Remember this paint, this Britannia Silver? When I streamed Sunday, I told you about this. Hey, Ray. Phil, if you're out there, pop on in again. And we were looking at a Blick and how for this little $85 one, it was like $30.82 or something like that. Well, don't buy them there. And I love Blick. But for this case, for this brand, they are much cheaper on Jackson. Much cheaper. This size on Jackson is $16. And this Mama Jamma size here, which is 250 mil, is the same size as this price on Blick. It's like $30 or $32 for 3 times as much. So I got to recommend Jackson on that one. But I got a couple new colors, so maybe we'll play with some of that. So let's see. Let's see. What are we doing? Let me grab one of these. Let me grab one of these new colors and play. This one is called Rich Pale Gold. Probably should shake these a little bit. Yeah, hopefully he'll come back, Z, at some point. Okay. Oh, almost got on my shirt. Little rascal. Let's put a little bit more on there. This seems like the binder is a little loosey-goosey in this one. I might have to shake it more. Hi, Donna. Uh-oh. Z, that might be the one. Not sure what that means. Donna Thompson, state your business or our mods will have to zap you because you're, there you go. There you go, Joan. In for the kill. No mercy tonight. Oh, bless us all. Okay. Yeah, this feels a little smeary. I think I should have shaken that a little bit more. But we're going to go with it. And since we're actually going to meet in person, CB, I'm going to make you some stuff over here. All right, here we go. Put one of these down. Oh, and CB, look, Aubrey, you're in the action. Like you must have been watching Yellowstone, taking him to the train station. Oh, Lordy. Mine too. I think this is going to be a lot of people's favorites. If we want to pick favorites. Oh, look at you. Hello, lover. Oh, I'm still way zoomed in. Let me way zoom out a little bit. Out. Get a little elbow room. You should come up with a series of these, Joan, because we're going to want more of these. Oh, Mama, love you. Let's put you over here in a nice, safe place to dry. Oh, let me get myself organized a little better here. I'm going to put my tissue over here so that I can plop this off here. Ooh, that'd be a cool background just like that. I mean, you can't hate something shiny. Mama like that. Actually, I might put that on the side and let that dry too. And not, I was just going to use that as my kind of blot sheet. I'm going to grab another one because that looks too cool. Okay. All righty. Let's see. Where are we going? I need bigger area. Lord have mercy. Okay. So I got all this stuff. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to pull that on black. And this plate is bigger. This is the 9 by, it's the Dina Wakley. What's that, 9 by 11? It's not the 9 by 12. So I'm going to put this over it because it's going to have that little edge sticking out of this 8.5 by 11 papers. You dig? You picking up what I'm putting down? Oop. Let's see what we get here. Because you can't hate gold on black either. Oh, I still got a shadow down there too. Oh, look at you. Oh, doesn't that look cool? You pick a little strip of that off on a collage. Yes, hello, lover. Let me see what's happening here. Okay, that's Sherry. She said she will call tomorrow. She said we were able to ship packages, but they got returned to sender at customs to New Zealand, Zandra. So hopefully that won't happen to yours, but she said she'll call tomorrow. Look at that. We're going to pick that up somehow, some way, with some kind of paint. What are we going to do? Let's do it against Payne's Gray. I'm into Payne's Gray lately. Let's put a thin layer of Payne's Gray down. Just enough to make it sticky enough to pull that off. And let's do it on tissue. Ooh, this heater's really catching up to me now. Lord have mercy. I was freezing, now it's like I'm on fire. Okay, let's do this. Oh, so I think I may have misled some of you the other day when you were asking me about the wet paper, the wet tissue. I think I showed you the wrong one on, well, the one I showed you on stream the other day, I also got from Amazon. And it was heavier weight, but it didn't say the water strength, wet strength tissue. This is this code for the wet strength tissue. It's Be Creative wet strength tissue. And I don't think I got this. Maybe I got it on Amazon, but I didn't have to look up my order history. But you can screen grab there or whatever if you're really interested in it. But that's not what this is. This is just little El Cheapo tissue paper that's real kind of thin. El Cheapo, that's Spanish for cheap, in case anybody's wondering. All right, let's see what we got. I see gold. That was sticky. Oh, look at you. I just can't hate it, people. Okay, Sherry said anybody in New Zealand or Australia, once the restrictions are lifted, she will honor the sale, which is awesome of her to do that. So I'll have to remember to put that out on Facebook or wherever too, so people know what the deal is there. But that's very, very nice. So I'm going to do this one. I got to do this in black. Let's do this in black. Yeah, she's the best. She's really very generous and thoughtful. So I was hoping I had a more neutral. Let's just use this. That's a lot of gold on there, but that's okay. I'm going to grab that one right there and see what happens. But this, I'm telling you, this looks like animal print to me. Joan insists on calling it broken, but it look like animal. We'll just call it CB. So this one's just mostly kind of gold, so I thought maybe that would be appropriate. And this tissue is so thin that even with the paint on it, and it's 2 layers of paint, the tissue rather, I can still see through it to see where I'm missing, getting that old arthritic knuckle in those grooves so it prints nice and clear. Oh, mercy. Doesn't that look kind of cheetah? With an AH, not an ER. Oh, mercy. How my brain works. It's very scary at times. Very, very scary. Kayla. You missed some excitement. We had a flurry of the mods kicking people out. They were all over like white on rice. Okay, let's put this one over here. What am I going to do with that? I might just block that. Put it down crooked. I'm going to try to lift it up and move it. I'll screw it up a little bit, but this bigger plate hoses me up a little bit because I'm not used to it. That 1 inch both ways makes a difference. That's what he said. Oh, this is going to go down the wrong way. I can see it. Gayla, write me up as soon as you got here. Yeah, it was a lot of stress, Gayla. All right. What's the next one in the pile? I think I'm going to dig down. We're not going to get to all of them tonight. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm going to pull a few out here. One I want to show you guys. The bookmark one. Let me get some skizzers here. Now I got to take my glasses off because I can't see what I'm doing up close with them on. I'm going to try to show you how fine that connection is that's there. Oh, and I hit the camera wire, so the camera's going to shake. Yay. Can you even see that? Is it too? It's really small. Trust me, it's really small. But do not tear it. Even if you had your Wheaties that morning, you think you're strong enough. You may be strong enough, but you may booger your stencil. So just take a little tiny snip. all the way around it. And then actually, this frame will be left that you can use this overall frame for like, oops, see, I missed one. It's hanging on there. So let's, hey, mods, help me pay attention and see if Jude Leader, if she pops in. There's a Julie from New Zealand that joins sometimes. Who else is in New Zealand? But I want to make sure they know that they will get the sale price when she's able to ship to them again. And remember that sale price, that's for the whole site. So there's a whole lot of stuff out there. And let me give you another tip. I got all this life experience. I'm going to share it. Do yourself a favor. And when you're shopping on the iStencils website, I'm giving you a solid here. Doing you a solid. If you run across a design you like, put it in your cart. And when you get up to like, like a $500 order or whatever it is, and you think that's too much, go through and get rid of the ones. Just keep the few that you want to order, or even the one that you want to order. But trust me, it's a lot easier when you do that. Now, it's easy if you know it was Joan's design. It's pretty easy to go back and find hers or mine or Robin's or Badass. Well, Badass, there's a lot of Badass stencils. So that's why I say, even if it's under a category, there are so many designs under some of the subcategories or by artist that it's hard to find one again. Ask me how I know. So whenever I shop out there, I throw everything I like in the cart, and then I go through the cart later. It saves a lot of cussing. It saves Gayla from writing down a lot of stuff. So see, you still have this. Maybe that's not as good as I was thinking it was going to be. I forgot. I didn't know how thin these were here. But you could print that if you wanted something segmented into 4 segments, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But anywho, then you get these 4 little num-nums. How cute are they? So let's say, you can print them. Let's try one of these other golds. There's one called English Green Gold. Let's see what the difference is here. Oh, Joan, I cussed so many times and tried to go through them. This is years ago when I first found the site. And I thought, gosh, darn. Cross-referencing. And I think, where is that one? Where is that? Because iStencils, they have their own brand, but they're categorized by, and I think they're still like this. I'd have to go back and look at it before I swore to it, but it used to be like flowers. And all the flower stencils would be under that heading, obviously. Or faith, or what was one of them? Was it geometric? I don't remember. But, some shapes kind of cross over to me in my little head about what category they'd fall into. And going back through all those couple thousand designs back then, like, what am I doing? You make me crazy. So let's do this. This is green gold. It's all right. I'm sure it'll look spectacular when we pull it on paper. But it's not that much green in here to me. I guess if I compared it to something, perhaps it would be. But let's just do this. And we're going to get a lot of gold because the way I'm going to do this. But I just want to show you the print. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Oops. All right, let's let's just grab this one that I printed in black when I picked up that extra on the plate. And let's just throw this on top of this one. Shall we? We shall. So you could also, what I would probably do is pounce these with, get some paint on a sponge and pounce them through. Okay, what do we got? You probably can't see them that clear. Oh yeah, you can. If the angle's right, you can. This is kind of a spiral. The diamonds, another little print, a little zigzag lightning bolt kind of deal over here. So they're to me, they're tribal, which I love. Now see, I love this paint on here. It looks really pretty. But 4-in-1, people. Thank you, Mrs. Smithies. Hey, Tam. Tam, if you're interested, the coupon code is Joan25. That's 25% off the whole kit and caboodle. I like how you did these, Joan, with the different, the 4 bookmarks and the 2 masks that you can tear apart and double stencils that you can tear into smaller ones. It's like you're a stencil genius. I mean, even those you could cut up, right? You could. Absolutely. Trying to get most of the wet paint off so they don't stick in one big pile. There we go. And this one here, I love this one. That's my block page. This is called North Star Wi-Fi. Let's find a piece of this to print it on. Oh, look at that one. We can maybe do that one. Cover up some of those white donuts. That does make them very versatile, Joan. You are correct, my dear. I really like how that bronze pulled off of there, real splotchy like. Yes, I do. So speaking of bronze, why don't we just use bronze? I was thinking of black, but Mama love a metallic. Can you order from Jackson's, Jane, in Australia? Do they ship to Jack? Hey, Jen. Yes, there is. It's Joan25. Let me show this again for those who've coming in late. Joan25 is the coupon code, good till Sunday at midnight Eastern time, March 6th. You get 25% off the entire site, not just Joan stencils that I'm showing you here. Hers are new designs, but it's off the entire site. If you're in the US, let me back up. You get a free exclusive stencil, which I have, well, I don't know where it is now. Oh, here it is. I need to keep this one handy to show people. You get a free stencil with orders of $50. You'll get this one free. And if you're in the US, for that same order, you'll get free domestic shipping. So this is for all stencils on iStencils.com. Pretty good deal, 25 off. And if anybody is in New Zealand or Australia, we currently have shipping restrictions, but I was just texting Sherry about it, and she said to let everybody know that wants to place an order, that she will honor the sale once the restrictions are lifted, which is really awesome. Okay, let's get some of my favorite browns. I had this paint, not this particular bottle, but this color in my stash for quite a while, and I rarely pulled it out of there. I either used gold or silver or whatever. And when I started following Robin McClendon and saw her using this color, it's now my favorite metallic. It's just so, it's earthier, and I don't know, I just love it. I just love it. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, it's really nice of her. And it is, Jet, and it's a good sale. You rarely see 25% off for such a big site, not just Joan's. I mean, it's Joan's launch because it's her new designs that just were released. But it's, I mean, Sherry could just say, okay, Joan's stencils are 25% off, but she opens it up to the whole site and all the different artists that she carries. So if some of you aren't familiar, well, you know mine are out there, and Joan's are under my heading when you go to look for them. And Robin McClendon, she's on iStencils. And KP, Kristen Powers from Rubber Moon, and does the art foamies. She has a line on iStencils. The Badass stencils, which I love. They're kind of tattoo stencils, but oh my God, they're really cool designs. Donna Downing has some out there. I forget the name of the other artists. But oh, look at you. Now see this plate with it being bigger, I'm going to have these streaks, which I can get rid of or not. But look at that design. I love it. Oh, look at you. Hello, lover. Oh, yes, mama like that. Oh, look at that. What am I going to do with you? I should have tried to pick more up out of the holes of that, and I didn't. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw down, this is going to be a weird combination, a little black. And let's throw a little PBO in here. It's going to be kind of a take on a what I call the patina pull back in the day. But instead of the black will be in there, but not the base color. So I don't know how the hell this is going to come out, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Is she Robin McClendon? Yes, Robin McClendon. Yep. It's Robin with a Y when you go to look for it, and it's McClendon, which you'll find her on one of the headings on iStencils, and she's got all of her, she's got really cool designs. Her scripting, stencils, and they're very tribal. They're really cool. But her style is so different from most of the ones that are out there. They're unique. All right, now this might be a whole lot of paint on here, so we don't know what's going to happen here. Yes, that's Wi-Fi. North, what the hell is it called? Hang on. Oh God, I forgot it was sitting here. Now watch it stick to this. Come on, peel off of there, baby. See what happens? It's like I got the attention span of a gnat. North Star Wi-Fi is the name of that one, Tam. He's yummy. So let's, I don't know what's going to happen here. Let's just do it. Let's just dive in and do it. Look at that mess. That looks kind of cool in there, though. So I'm going to drag this just the weight of the brayer and let it pull off a little more of that paint. I'm going to set that on the side for you, CB. That looks pretty cool. What am I doing? Let me grab a piece of tissue. This could be really cool or just a big old blobby mess. So we shall see. If anybody that saw them, or if you're looking at the site and you see a design of Joan's new ones that you want me to pull out, demo, play with, doing a certain color for you, just let me know. That's all you got to do. See, that feels wet. This could be elastic. Yeah, that's torn there already. And there. Uh-oh, cheap tissue. Let's see. Could be good, could be a mess. 2 holes. Little wabi-sabi action there with the holes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh no! I told you it was thin tissue. So, there is just, it's a little crazy, to be honest. But you can't win them all. You can't win them all. There's a little ghost of that bronze design in there. You can see it in certain pieces. The PBO is not shining like I like it to. This is really wet. This one somewhere out of range. I still got crap on here. I'm just going to try to pick that up on here. This is my little pickup sheet. Okie dokie. Let's see what's next in the pile. Oh, I wanted, let's do this one. And then I'm going to do this one. Love this. Let's do, what's that? Well, let's pull one of these down. Let's add it to this. So, as far as doing this though, the color, it limits me on my colors that I can put on top of here and look somewhat normal or decent. So do you want to put black over there and let a little bit of the red peek through? Is this black? Oh, that's ivory black. That's why that black doesn't look the same. Aha! That's not the real black. Got the wrong damn bottle. It's Mars black. They even look differently too. It was ivory black is more like a transparent black. I knew that didn't look right. I knew it. That's black. Okay. Let's. You want to do black over that? Why not? Be very dramatic. Let's do. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. If you're interested in the iStencil sale, the coupon code is Joan25 for 25% off the entire site. Because that's the way we roll. That's the English gold. I didn't use this one yet. This is just pale gold. What's this one? This one was rich pale gold. I'm going to lay that on the side because I want that to mix up a little bit better. These are hot in from Jackson's, hot off the press. I'm going to mix some of this metallic. Oh, thanks, Z. Some of this metallic with the black. That should be enough. And let's just get it down there. All right. This one is called Arched Circles. I love this one. I was saying in a journal to do like a art journal page. This is like a background or maybe the accent over top of it. I love that half circle. I did a lot of those in my art journal. And I was on my collage binge. I'll have to do that again. Now I miss doing it. So all behind the stencil is where this bright reddish, crimsony, pinky color will stick out. All right. I'm trying to get all the holes in the stencil really cleaned out so I get a clear print when I pick up the ghost. Okay. Let's see what we got. Ooh, look at that mix of that black and that gold. Hello, lover. I'm telling you, if you hate that, please leave my channel. That's cool. And I love that mix of color in there too. I wasn't sure how that was going to come out, but that's one of my favorites so far. Okay, so I tried to clean these holes. So what's behind and what's in these open spaces is probably not going to pick up when I try to pick that up on a lovely piece of tissue. Let me blot this over here just to get off most of the paint. Let's grab a piece of tissue and let's see what we can get off of here. Nope. Right there on the fringe. See how you can pretty clearly see the design of the stencil that was when I tried to clean out these negative holes in here, how you get a much cleaner ghost print. When I say cleaner, I mean more crisp image of the stencil. Hey, Kathy. Good evening. If you're interested in the sale, I'm showing Joan25's new designs for my stencils. The coupon code is Joan25. Joan25. Oh, look at you. And see, that's just a ghost print, but look how kind of distressed that looks. Kind of like an old iron gate or something. That's kind of what I'm seeing when I look in the mirror recently. I think old and iron. Oh, lordy. A new piece of jelly down here. Okay. And let's carry it. Oh, this one I want to cut out. I'm going to do something with this. So this is the one called Duo. And it's actually, when you break it down, it's two masks. It's not two stencils because of the jagged. It doesn't have a frame around it, right? It's got the loose design around it. That may demonstrate what I'm talking about. It's easier to show you. Style paint. I'm making a list now. Golden art basics, but not the look. Here it is. Must be French. It's got a lot of letters in there that you don't pronounce. Studio Bronze with cow. Now, they also have a regular line of regular acrylic colors, blue, greens, reds, all the regular basic pigments. Hi, Angie. But these are the Studio Bronze. Usually on the sites, they're displayed in a separate category where, Goldens has, these colors mixed in with the regular golden colors. But those are in a separate category for that brand when you look on Blick's and when you look on Jackson's. Anybody, all you guys coming in just now, if you're interested in the sale for, I better show you guys this again, for iStencils, right? These are new Joan25's new design. She's a mod here on my channel, and a lovely lady to boot. Code is Joan25 for 25% off site-wide. This is the free exclusive stencil everyone gets if they order $50 worth. And if you're in the United States, that same order of $50 will get you free domestic shipping. Now, we mentioned that there are the post office has some countries on restriction from mailing to. Australia and New Zealand are two that are on that list. However, Xander just said she was allowed to ship something to New Zealand today. I texted Sherry and she said that she tried to ship to New Zealand, but when they hit customs, they returned it. They returned her packages. So Sherry is making this offer for this sale. Good for those in Australia and New Zealand who can't get their stuff now. So when that restriction's lifted, she's going to honor the sale. So if any of you are here from New Zealand or down under, you will not miss out. You may be delayed, but you won't miss out. And we can thank the U.S. Post Office for that, I guess. I don't know. They shipped them, but they got kicked back in customs. I don't know if it was customs going out of the U.S. or into New Zealand. I don't know. So again, use scissors on these little tabs that are holding these together because they are stronger than one would think. There's only a few of them. It's not like every bubble has its own little tab. There we go. So there's the mask, the bubbly looking mask, and this one is grid. So let's see how this one's tied in here. This one might be a little trickier. Actually, I'm going to cut this so I don't have this catching my shirt and, well, you know, basically pissing me off every time it gets stuck on me. Let's not start that. Okay, so let me find the little tabs here. There's one right there. Oops. Take the glasses off. I can't see that close. Come on. When will I learn? I'm actually getting new glasses soon. They should be in probably mid next week. Come on, work with me. There we go. There's that one. That one. We're almost there, folks. Hang on, and I can't look at chat while I'm doing this very precision work. Oh, yeah. Almost. Down to the wire. 1, 2, and a 3. There we go. Okay. Free at last. Here we go. Put the glasses back on so I can see what I'm looking at. Okay, so what am I going to do with this little jewel? Let's grab another piece of this stuff. That went south. I got to tell you, that one really went south. It had the donut circles on it that we were printing, like Roy was talking about using those washers. Remember that the other day? And I don't know what I put over top of this, but it kind of like lost its luster. I'm just going to stick that down to the jelly plate so it stays put. And then let's take, I need a little sponge. Where is the sponge department? I might have relocated that. There we go. Let's grab a couple while I'm in there. Okie dokie. So I'm just going to put it on here. Let's put a little what on there. Let's just use, I don't know, that might be too light. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's, hang on. Where is it? Okay. Got to stand up. Instead of pouncing, let's spray. This is Seth Apter's Eye Zinc spray. It's a dye ink. This one's a metallic. It's gold, called Gold Mine. I'll put my little pouncing sponges back there because I'll be pouncing something before it's all over with, I'm sure. Anticipation. Are you singing that song? Let's just do this. And all right, cover your eyes. This computer screen might get sprayed. Camera might get sprayed. We never know. And let's just go with a little gold mist on there, shall we? And I'm looking for something to flip that over onto when it comes out. This one's really pale. I put pearl. Oh, it's this side. I put pearl on top of this, and it got really light. So I'm just going to pick this up, flip it over, and stamp it onto there. Of course, you can't see that, but you'll see this one. That probably wasn't enough contrast to really show you that, so that wasn't not such a great demo. If the light hits that shimmer right, you can see it. That was not a very good demo. Not enough contrast. We'll put this in the drying pile. Get over there. Maybe we will pounce. Give me my damn sponge back. Actually, we'll put a little that's better actually. And here, even though it's really light, you can see that. And that's just the overspray that was actually on the stencil. But you can't really, there you go. I should be doing this so you can get more of an idea of the design of the stencil. Right? Should. Why am I not? Okay, let's dig a little deeper in here and see. Let's do this. I really like this. I don't even know what this was, but it was, remember how scrunched it got? And I just like that silvery, that was this Britannia silver. Well, wherever that is, this one. Yeah, on there. But let's do this one. And what are we going to pounce on there? I guess black would be the best contrast, correct? Maybe since there's a little shadow on there of Payne's Gray, we could do Payne's Gray. No, Patti usually is live on Sundays. Oh, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jane. Xander's right. I'm just streaming every day of the sale so I can, answer questions and show people what the designs look like and play with them every day of the sale, which is today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But usually I come on Sunday afternoons. Usually, well, Xander's on at 4:30 every Sunday. If I can go earlier than her, I usually start around 1, between 1 and 2. And if not, then I try to go after Z finishes, which is around 6 p.m. But Xander's on from 4:30 to 6. And her channel is Scraps to Beauty. But this is just in honor of the, what did I say I was going to use? Payne's Gray. All right, let's just put a little blob on here. That is quite a gnarly mess on this cap already. Okay. There we go. Let's pounce a little paint on that bad boy. And now, let's get one of these. And let's put a little something down here. And we're just going to pounce it a little bit. I'm not going to do the whole thing. All right, let's just do that. There you go. You get a little bit better contrast on there. All right. And a little bubbles over here. And I'm going to see the gold is up on this side. I'm going to see if any of that gold will pounce. Transfer pounce. Oh my God, I'm inventing something new. I'm sure some of my errors have been brand new discovery to the art world. It's not that I have that much ingenuity. It's just I screw up in a very grand way that's never been done before. So it's like my invention. I'm going to claim it. What the hell? There we go. Viola. That's better. I feel better. Oh, look at you, Judy, with the ideas. Oh. See, you can pounce. You don't just have to use a jelly plate. Let's see what else we got here. We got a lot left. Good Lord, Joan. What are you doing to me, girl? Let's do one of these. While I'm pouncing, let's just use the same piece of paper here. And you'll get the idea. I'm just going to do one, but you'll get the idea. So here's the ovals, which remind me of Easter eggs, right? Which, I mean, you probably have never seen a Payne's Gray Easter egg, but, you know, you've come to the right place. So the idea of these is to fill in, whether you want to do it on a jelly plate with a brush, pounce, spray, whatever. You can mask off the rest of this and just pounce what you want here. All right, let's do that. All right, there you go. You got your basic oval. And then let's put a little bronze over that. And I'm going to do it. It's not going to dry. It's just going to be, you know, we're going to probably mingle the colors. But let's see, which one do we want? Let's do this one. Don't ask me why. That's just the one I'm going to do. I'm going to blow dry here. So it's at least a little sticky. So then this, as you see, goes over the base color. And then you take your whatever contrasting color. This was not a good thing to put this on. How is that not a surprise to everybody? And then we just pounce down over this design. And you got yourself a real racy looking Easter egg. But you get the idea, right? Of course you do, because you're smart people. And you, Gayla. Could be the smartest of all. All right, see, so all those different designs can go over that one base color. And there you have it. So let's do, this one's interesting. Let's do this one. And you know what we're going to do? I'm telling you what we're going to do right now. Oh, that's going to be a mess. There's a little paint left on that. Let's do this. Let's do a gradient. I'm just going to wipe that on there because that's going to get used. I'll do bronze down here. I'm going to do a diagonal gradient. Just work with me, people. It'll be fine. So let's do the gold. Let's do what next? Let's do the PBO Dynacolor. This one is green blue. So the paint's one color, the mica and it's another color. These are fabulously shiny. I don't know if you can see that yet. And then we'll do black over here because this is really cool when that mixes with the black. Trust me. Just trust me. How many times have you heard that? Okay, I'm going to start down with the brown. I'm going to turn this a little bit, get my angle right. So I'm going to get the bronze down. And this sprayer might be a little bit big for what I had in my head to do, but that's okay. It changes. And then I'm going to get into the black doing this too probably, but that's okay. Let's blend this up into the black. Oop. Yes, I'm cramming into all the paint bottles. That's okay. Some of that's got to come off of there. Too much paint, Patty. And the PBO paint has a thicker, watch this big word coming, viscosity, than the Liquitex or the golden fluid. You know, look that way. Okay, stop. Well, this is going to have to go. That's cleaning the arse. So that's okay. Let's do this one on this gradient. Let's see what we get. Mono printed, I know who you are. Hello, my Bonnie. Let's see. Let's just do that on a fresh piece of tissue so you can possibly maybe see the gradient. Yeah, you guys will get to meet Bonnie, the Marylanders, this summer. She's going to be joining us. She's one of our Arizona buds. Oh, tore it. Telling you, this is very thin tissue that I'm using. This isn't the wet weight, water weight, wet strength, whatever the hell the stuff called. I showed you earlier. Easier for me to say. Oops, it tore. Let's just get rid of that. See where that PBO and all that kind of mixes up together. Makes it kind of interesting. Get off of there. Let me put you over here. I like linear stuff, so this one is appealing to me because I like all those little lines and the movement in some of them more than others. Oh, you know what? Here, let me do this. I'm going to take a piece of deli because it's stronger than this tissue, because I really want to clean out all this paint that's still left in the open areas of the stencil. Now, see how much paint is still in there? That tissue is nice to collage with, but when you're doing this stuff and the paint's kind of wet, not your best friend. So Bonnie, if you're interested, the iStencils site is 25% off the whole site. It's in honor of Joan launching these new stencils, and the code is Joan25. So you can get Robin stencils, Jones, Badass, you know, all the brands that are out there. You may have at it. Entertain yourself looking at over 4,000 designs. So some of that printed. I really like when that golden bronze mix though. The black bronze rather. Oh, and look at this up real close. This PBO paint where it kind of pulled different stuff off the plate. You know, you can't hate it. Now, this may be worth a pickup because the shape of the stencil mill still has wet paint under it, as is evidenced by this. So this one I'm going to try on tissue. Hope that I just put my teeny fingers on. That's okay. I hate these folds in the middle of this stuff. Not a fan of the folds. Let's just crinkle it and call it texture. That's what we're going to do. Oh. Well, don't hurt yourself, Bonnie, but if you're going to buy some, now's the time to buy it because that's the best sale that they have is the 25. A lot of times it's 20, but this time it's 25. Yeah, there's some real winners in here, aren't they, Judy? So, see, it's still picked up the shape of the stencil. It's mostly covered with lusciousness. Put that over there. And you still got all this stuff to deal with. Let me see if there's a pretty open design here. Let's do this one. Hang on, let's see. This is fairly open with a lot of open area. This one's called Differentials 1. And it's got a lot of open area on there. It reminds me of Argyle socks. But we're going to try to pull this off. But instead of just doing a layer of paint to try to pull that and clean your plate, I'm going to do it through a stencil. I'll show you. Okay, let's do it with Tight and Buff. Can hardly resist saying it. Tight and Buff, just like I like my men. Oh, sue me. There's usually a party going on in my head. Sometimes I say it out loud and then realize, little unstable possibly, but what the hell. Move that over a little bit. Just spray this off on here. Now let's put this bad boy down. And this one I'm definitely going to use deli because I'm going to be really pushing on because I want that paint to marry to the paint below it. You can see it kind of mixed there a little bit. And clean the plate through with the stencil design. So this stencil design, if it picks up all these metallic bits and some of the black bits against that ivory or the Tight and Buff paint, it looks really cool for a cleanup print. And then you have the reverse. Patty, are you still working from? No, we're working from home. We have the option to go in if we want to, but basically if anybody that's within 50-mile radius of an office, for our department, they're asking us to come in like once a month, but to try to align it with other people because I work in the marketing group and it's a very collaborative kind of sharing experience to get all the creative juices flowing and all that. And everybody, we haven't been able to do that other than on a Zoom for over 2 flipping years. So as we all are well aware. But yeah, so it's optional now. Last couple weeks, I didn't get in this week, but the last couple weeks I went in like one day a week. A lot of times it's just me and one other girl in there, so it kind of seems a little overkill, to be honest. Okay, now that's been pushed on, pressed on, massaged, you name it. Now let's see what we get. So most of these holes are pretty cleaned out. And you see that where that's all, most of those holes are empty. So all that goodness is on here, but in the shape of the stencil. All right, so look at this cluster of the 4 diamonds over here. Let's see if it can catch the light right to show you how cool that looks with the bronze and the black in it. It's just a different way to clean the plate, that's all. And just look at this little strip down here. There are these crusty bits and all those different flavors. That's just yummy. Add that little strip in a collage somewhere. You will be loving me. So now all that yumminess is still here to be picked up, which is what we're going to do. And I don't have to put down more paint. I'm just going to pick up what's left there. I mean, I could put more paint if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Kayla, gross misrepresentation. You speak as if you're talking from experience. Oh, Lordy. And I'm really smushing this one, and we'll see how much of this. It might not clean the whole plate because some of that was getting a little drier. But that's okay. That's okay. So it's just getting a little bit more up out of there, but it still left a little bit of an imprint. And that's okay. That's okay. Don't anybody panic. So let's is there another one that anybody wants to see? Do you want to see a particular one? Let's do this one in honor of St. Patty's Day. That's like they named a holiday after me. But this one's called Encircled Lattice. Kind of reminds me of four-leaf clovers. Shamrocks, as it were. So, let's go with something green and shiny in honor of shamrocks. Do I have anything else green out here? I do not, but Lord knows that we have greens to choose from. Is there something that's too shiny? Say it. You know what? Let's use this one. It's not green, but it's still lovely. So let's do a little bit of this. Oh, my paint booger fell right off on my plate there. Get rid of that. And a little bit of this. This is the PBO Dyna. So let me show you guys that in case you don't. PBO, Pebio, they say it different ways. Who knows? And it's the Dyna color. See this DYNA right down here? Yeah, right here. And this one is green yellow. It's green paint with yellow mica in it. You can kind of see it in the tube. They have, I don't know, 6 maybe different combos. Green, blue, blue, green, green, yellow, orange, yellow, red, blue, violet. Oh, what's the other one? I don't know. They have a blue, black, but all of them are pretty spectacular. If you're into shiny, and you know I am. I'm like a, what is that creature that likes shiny things? Magpie? I don't know. Okay. Hey, Flo. We're playing with some of Joan Smithy's new iStencil designs, and they're having a sale. If you're interested, the coupon code is Joan25, 25% off the whole flipping site. Let's do that. This is Deli. So I knew I was gonna really try to get in there with this one. So I want that little lattice kind of grid in the center there. I want to be able to get the old arthritic knuckle in there. And see that you can see it here. This isn't hardly touching there. And if you get it grinded in there, you'll get a nice clear print. Okay, there we go. Greenish. You can't hate it, people. Let me do something here. I wonder how that would show if I just get this off of there. And I was thinking about, does it have enough shine in it with the PBO to pull it on black? Let us see. I'm going to grab another piece of deli because this paper is smaller than the plate, and I won't look like a leprechaun when I get done. I don't know why that matters at this point, honestly. I'm Irish. It wouldn't be too far out of the realm of possibilities. Yeah, thanks, mods. Let's see. Get this one out of the way. That one's getting pretty gnarly. See this, that Liquitex Basic, you can see that it was a little blobby and actually looks blobby. But we all like, what's wrong with the turquoise blob? I mean, come on. Come on, really? All right, I'm going to pick some of this up, some of these blobs. I think that paint is getting older and got a little thick. Let's do, I know, hang on. Hold on. Let me go to my PBO drawer. Yes, I have a PBO drawer. And let's get the blue or green. Oh, they have red blue. Yeah, we knew that. What's this pink one? That's the one. Violet blue. That's the one I couldn't remember. Orange. I'll show you something shiny. See, here's the difference. This one is blue-green, and this one is green-blue. And the difference doesn't look that major here. I can see it better in person. But again, you're just going to have to trust me. That's where it's getting down to. We're talking about trust, people. Okay, let's take this one. Let's do these two. This is the violet blue. Paint boogers everywhere. And let's do a little bit of that. And this one is the red blue. So the base, the mica color in both are blue. I think you've discerned that. And let's just put a little bit of that on there. And let's mix these up a little bit. And I forget how thick these paints are. I haven't used them for a while. And that's just like way too much on there. A little more manageable. Let's do the hearts on there. Shall we? We shall. I'm going to try to pull those on tissue. I don't think it'll be too much. Yeah, Andrea, mono printed. That's my friend Bonnie. Gayla and Kathy, Siren, Zandra, and April, a little creative me. We met Bonnie when we went to Arizona just before the virus took over our lives for Robin McClendon workshop out in Arizona. It was really fun. But we met. Oh, see, tore it. Damn this stuff. I just don't have the gentle touch for such delicate paper. Who's shocked by that? Hey, there's a hole in my heart. Right. They get even shinier when they're dry. So let's pull this. And since they're both shiny, whoa, a lot of paint still in there. I told you that was a lot of paint. I'm not lying. And that's because that's all shiny. Let's pick it up on black. And you'll probably see more of the blue come through. with that black base on it. What the hell? Okay, here we go. Lordy. I know, right, Flo? You know, some of us got it, some of us ain't. All right, let's see what we got there. Curls, curly paper. Wow, that's almost all blue. Isn't that funny? How that shows up so different on the, here's the white. And that's what it looks like on the blue. It's like it's magic. There's April. A trim with a curl on top. You just want me to sing the Dairy Queen jingle, Gala. What time is it getting to be? 8. Oh, we're still good. I'm good if you guys are. Joan, if you need to drop, it's late. You got to save your strength for tomorrow night. Feel free to drop, Joan, when you want to drop. This one's kind of cool. Let's find something to print that on. I have these backgrounds here. That one's shiny already. I was looking at metallics to put out there. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. And let's do this one. It's called Quirky. Like Gala. A little quirk. It's a little snotty, I gotta tell you. Okay, let's do let's try this one again. I'm gonna shake it up. You had a nap earlier. Oh, I know this is late for you. April, the code is Joan25. All together, one word. Joan25. It's 25% off the entire site. But all these that I'm showing tonight are Joan's. Tomorrow I might start mixing some of mine and Robin's in there to mix it up a little bit. All right, let's just go with this. Okay, put a little Quirky down here. Let's just put this one down. Joan is a creative machine. She cranks out more designs and more cards and more art than anybody that I know, I believe. And more than one 3D trophy. I think I might bring it and set it at the head table this summer at the art retreat, since I shouldn't really show it online, if you know what I mean. It's a very esteemed award. Ooh, look at you. Hello, lover. Who can hate it? Nobody. All right. Let's get this one patted off there. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Oh, that one came out almost perfect because I had so much paint on there. When will I learn? Apparently never. That's all right. Let's see. Let's try this one. Let's do this one. This one is called Mind's Eye. So we got this wet little gold going on down here. Let's put black on that. Remember how cool that turned out when I mixed those two before? So we're going for cool again. I'm going to add just a little bit more gold in case that's kind of dried up in there. CB, it's a night light. Oh, that would draw a crowd. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Look how cool that looks already. Shit, did I use the wrong black? No, that's Mars. Okay. Oop, I said it, Gayla. The big S word. Go ahead and dock me. I don't care. And that circle almost stayed there in the paint. Let's do this bad boy. And this, I am going to use deli because the areas are kind of small. And I don't know my own damn strength. I know Miss Classy with the accent, but really, when you get to know her. There's more than meets the eye to that little lady. Now see what I did? I said I was going to use deli and I pulled out tissue. All right, let's see. I'm just going to push instead of grinding it and try to get that to touch the paint and the holes of the stencil. Actually, that's working out pretty good. Little pounce technique. Actually, that's not a bad idea. You can really see where it needs a little more pouncing. Look at you. Look at you. You can't hit that black and gold. That tissue paper is light as air. It gets away from me. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Now this one, I'm going to pick with deli. I really am this time. A lot of that is still wet. So let's see what we get. You can see the design there. I think I'll go till 8:30. That's 20 more minutes. And then tomorrow, because I'm working, right? Damn jobs, cutting into my social life. So I will stream tomorrow closer to 5. I had to actually run out after work today, but I don't tomorrow. So I'm going to try to stream as close to 5 o'clock as I can possibly get. So that'll be a little bit earlier for you, Joan. And then over the weekend, we have one of the kids' birthday parties to go to Saturday, and it's right in the middle of the day. So I'm going to try to go on extra early for me. I don't mean crack of dawn or anything like that. I'm not that crazy, but that's just a cleanup. But that's got a lot of interest in there with some design elements and some, see that arch of that circle, that black, when I put it on the plate, it kind of stayed there. I defy you to hate it. All right. Oh shit, make this one stick. Sometimes it's a big boo-boo. It'll just stick, and then I got to peel the damn paper off the stencil. Work with me, baby. Work with mama. Sweet Moses. Okay. Got her. Okay, so for those of you who didn't see it, I'm going to go back. I haven't dirtied up all of them yet, but I want to go back which one that you seem to be like everybody's favorite. And Bonnie, you'll really like this if you haven't already seen it. Look at this, mama. Hello, lover. Let's do the bronze. I want to mix it with anything. I wonder if I mixed it with this red. How that would come out. Just a little bit. That's pretty strong. Let's see. A blob right there. Okay, here we go. This one is called Script. I gotta say, it's my favorite. Della, was there a new Della? Hi. What goal was that I wasn't on earlier when you first showed it? Hang on, I will show you, but I'm not. Are you mean the one I just used? Or I'll show you what golds I used. We'll do it that way. I'm going to use, I'm picking it up. Oh no, with black. You know, where the red is, it's not going to show that much, but I'm going to go with how it's going to look with the gold, or the bronze rather. It's a little bigger than the paper, so that's why I'm doing these multiple layers so my hands don't get worse. Like, should I really even worry about it now? I don't think so. So I'm really going to give this a good old rubbing. That black paper, that's just copy paper. It just happens to be black computer printer paper, I should say. The old folks say copy paper from the copiers, but it's regular bond weight printer paper. It's just black printer paper. But I really like it. And it's thin enough for, works nice in collage too. But you can't really see through it to tell when you got all the little bits of those designs down there. We're going to assume that I do. We're going to assume that I do. Look at you. Kind of put a frame around the paper. Telling you, you cannot hate it. Either that, Joan, or just that I'm sloppy. APG Jamie. Hello, love. So there you go. There's that one. And this is going to be yummy. So I'm going to pick that up with black. I sure am. I'm going to just go back down with this again. There's no stencil there. That's just the, oh, look how cute that is. That's a cool texture with that peak came off of there. Really? Look at you. Just look at you. And these just kind of grunge it up where those red streaks were in the paint. But look how the gold's kind of bubbled on the plate a little bit and kind of beat it up. That makes it look pitted. Yeah, so somebody asked about the golds. So the gold that I used on the last one was actually bronze, and it's golden fluid iridescent bronze fine. It's that one. And then, hey, Sandra, you can use the coupon as much as you want until midnight on Sunday, the 6th of March, Eastern. The other ones I was using, this is one of the new ones that I got. Of course, there's paint right over the color name. Rich Pale Gold was this one. And then I have 3 other colors of that. I haven't used the Britannia, so I'm going to use that next. Britannia Silver. This is Pale Gold, and this is English Green Gold. And they don't look that different on the, actually on camera they kind of do. There's a little bit of difference in it. This one's more yellow. But those were the golds that I've used so far. My hands are freezing. I was going to do something because see, I got this cool little bronze shadow of those characters on there. So this should be dry. Yeah, it's pretty dry. So the coupon, let me show you guys this again. The coupon is Joan25 for 25% off the entire site. If you're in the US, well, anywhere you are, if you place a $50 order, you get this one for free. That's the freebie. And if you're in the US, on top of that, you get free shipping, which is always their policy for a $50 order. In the US, domestic shipping is free at $50. If you are from, there's more than 4,000 designs out here, Della, on iStencils. They're a very heavy mylar that they're made from. They're really very sturdy stencils, but there's a bunch of different artists out there. You'll find Joan's if you go to iStencils.com. If you go to my heading where my stencils are, underneath that, you'll also see a subheading for Joan Smithies. And these are all her designs that I'm showing tonight. Robin McClendon has designs out there. Kristen Powers, KP from Art Foamies. And Rubber Moon, you may know KP. Badass stencils are really cool. They're badass is what they are. So yeah, there's a lot. So Flo, I was saying earlier, and this is what I have done when I shopped out there, because there's so many. Trust me when I tell you this. When you see one you like, put it in if it's a contender, put it in your cart. You can always take the excess out later. But trust me, if you think you're going to try to find it again anytime soon, you may not. If it's Joan's and you know where to go to find all her stencils, that's fine. Although there's a couple hundred out there. And the same with mine. I don't know, 250. I don't know how many's out there of mine. But when you get into the bigger brands like Badass, they have so many subcategories. It's really difficult to find the design you were looking for. And the iStencils brand has a ton of designs out there. I have really cool 3D ones and all kind of stuff. But trying to locate one, once you navigate away from it, is a little tricky. Just a little tricky. Okay, what was I going to do? I had a brilliant idea. I hadn't used the Britannia Silver. Let's do something with that. What are we going to do with that? Trying to see what's left. Let's do this one. This one's interesting. This one's called Circles Mechanicals. Steampunky. There's all kind of different sprockets and all kind of goodness in there. This is the Britannia Silver. That's kind of a taupey, like you put a little bit of gold and a lot of bit of silver. Yeah, it is. It really, Sherry is awesome. So I don't know if I finished my sentence, but if you live in Australia or New Zealand, the post office, she's going to call again tomorrow, but the post office is restricting shipments to many countries. The two that we usually see orders from are Australia and New Zealand. But she's going to call tomorrow because Zandra took a package to the post office to New Zealand today and it shipped. But Sherry said her issue was they shipped, but once they hit customs, they got kicked back to her. They wouldn't go through customs, which is just rude, if you ask me. Oh, so you know what we're going to do? We're not going to print this one. I'm going to wrap this up after this one. We'll print the freebie. I haven't printed the freebie yet. How rude. And we'll do it in Britannia silver. Yes, we will. This has got an undertone of what I would call like a little bit of a sage gray. I know sage is green, but if you can imagine green and sage together with a little bit of bronze and a little bit of everything. Did you use the Circles mechanical set? I did not. Do you want to see that one? I will be happy to print it for you. I just showed you that one, but I didn't print it because I saw this and I thought I should really print the freebie. I haven't printed that yet because that's a lot of people will end up getting that. Let's do this. I sure will. What color would you like to see it in, Jamie? I'll hook you up, girl. I have to find the time to make some more designs. I haven't had some new designs for a while. Oh, those of you who know me know how crazy it's been with family illness and different stuff. Plus work and plus life and, purple and teal. Oh, look at you. Girl after my own heart. Okay. Let's see what we got here. It should be good. Should be good. There you go. You can't hate that. That's the freebie design that orders over $50 will get you. Let me block that one off. Put that back up there. And let me go back to this one. Oops. Purple and teal, you say. What a stretch that is for me. Hang on. Let me get a little bit of purple. And I'm going to use these. This dioxazine and I'm going to use these two. The really pretty ones. So these are both goldens. This one's teal. And this one is dioxazine purple. This baby is strong color. Hopefully it doesn't drown out all the teal. We shall see. Oh, look at that blend. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Hello, lover. I always miss all you guys that stream during the day. Again, the old jobs, cutting into my social life. But paying the bills. There we go. Look at you. And it picked up some of that Britannia silver for little shiny bits in there too. You can't hate it. Look at that. Even this little strip on the side is interesting, little crusty bits where the stencil isn't quite as wide as this bigger plate. Good way to wrap it up, Jamie. Ooh, look at all that goodness. Hello, lover. Let me pick you up. Now, can I get that with tissue? And you know what? I think this last stuff I cut up was really thin. Let me go back to this piece. I don't know. That feels really thin too. Thanks, Jane. Oh, tore it. I'm telling you, damn Wheaties. Oh, this brute strength. Oh, look at you. That even got more of the silver pulled up. Let's see if I can make it twinkle for you. See all those little crusty bits over here? There we go. That's the right angle. I'm telling you, full of a china shop, people. All right, now look at this little charmer. Let's pull that up. Are you dry? Yep. Let's go to Tight and Buff, otherwise known as Tight and Buff. But me and my smart ass ways have to say Tight and Buff. I can't help myself. I cannot help myself. All right, let's see. Got to go for deli for the. Oh, you know what? This is what fell out. So let's do this. Let's pick it up on this craft deli. It's opaque, so you know it's not going to matter what color it is, really. I'm really going to smush this one so I get a good pull. Paper on the right. Oh, this is my under paper. Yeah, CB loves those little chunks. Pretty much cleaned it. A couple little streaks where it wrinkled. But look at you. Got all that goodness out of that one little pull, which ended up being 3 pulls. The cleanup, the ghost, and the first pull. That's what I'm talking about. Don't tear, don't tear, don't tear. Thank you. Okay, kids. I'm going to wrap it for now. I'll be back tomorrow evening again, Eastern. So at least 5 o'clock. As soon as I can confirm it, I'll put it out there. Oh, look at that. Hang on. Let me line this up how this was. So that's the stencil over the pull. Now watch when I offset that and it looks like it's 3D. You're freaking me out, man. You know how I do those stencils where I shift it like that, but that's on the black paper. Ooh, freaking me out. So it's probably going to be 5:15, something like that. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging in with me. I know Joan appreciates it. Let's wrap up one last time. iStencils.com, coupon code Joan25, get you 25% off the entire site, over 4,000 designs. If you order $50, you get the freebie, which is this little gem right here. And if you order $50, get the freebie and live in the United States, you get free domestic shipping. There are known issues shipping now to New Zealand and Australia, but Sherry said that she will honor the sale when the restrictions are lifted. So everybody down under and in New Zealand can take advantage of the sale as soon as we can get the goods to you. So I thought that was really generous of her. So there you go. I'll see you peeps here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Well, more or less. Tomorrow. And I didn't even dirty up all the new stencils yet. I still have more to do. Oh, so many stencils, so little time. All right, go to bed, Joan. Give Paul a kiss goodnight for us. That's still sticky. I don't want to put that there. Put this here. All right. Now I dug my way out. I think I can sign off. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Sweet dreams.